Hey guys, we are back in Kentucky. Here's Mercy down here.
Hey.
My son Eric, his girl Taylor, and here's Jeff and Bird. It is cold, everybody. It is freezing cold here. We went from 100 degrees in Merida to minus, what, 30? Jeff's going to tell you all about the standard, what we're talking about. The title of the video is This is the Standard. Tell me the story about the standard.
So COVID hits, March of 2020, and everybody's freaking out making runs on stores, but other people are making plans on getting their food sourced. So I was one of them prepper people that decided to get a cow. So I got a standard cow.
So you bought the whole cow?
I did. And I split it with my sister Rebecca, which is too cool, but this isn't any ordinary cow. This is a standard Black Angus grass-fed cow.
So what makes it the standard? Well,
so typically you would get a cow from the grocery store that's been grain-fed, and that is above standard. So standard grass-fed cows, they're out in the field and they're eating grass and wild onions and everything else. And,
wild onions.
And they definitely have a unique flavor.
Yeah.
Which is not standard. So we got a grass-fed cow, and the farmer, so the first time I called the farmer, and he says, no, I've done, all my cows are spoken for at the market, and I'm sorry. And so a couple hours later, I get this phone call, and it's the farmer. And he says, I get to thinking about it, and I got a cow out back, and she hasn't been throwing calves this year, and I think it'd make a good standard cow for you. So I said, okay. Now, what's it going to cost? And he says, it's $1 on the hoof. So I buy this cow, and I'll show you some of it.
Yeah, let's see. Let's take a look at this standard.
Look at the standard meat.
Let's see what we got in here. We need to know. He's got a freezer full of cow here.
And this would be a standard chuck steak. And you got, and this is just what's left of it almost 2 years later. You got some of the short ribs left over. You got another one of these chuck roast steaks.
It's like a big Flintstone steak right there.
Got some more big old steaks.
So this is the standard.
This is standard. This is the standard hamburger, as you can see.
Not for sale.
Yeah. I didn't pay for the USDA sticker.
Right.
It's standard.
Yeah, well, we're going to cook some of that standard up. Now, you got us a nice big old cow tongue in here waiting for us, too, don't you?
I'll show you this.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna have this. That's a standard cow tongue.
So we're talking about doing some tacos out of this bad boy. Let's throw it up here in the light.
Yeah, man.
We're going to thaw this bad boy out here. We're going to do some, what are the tacos made out of tongue, honey? In Spanish, what's it called? Lengua.
Tongue.
So we're going to do some lengua. We're going to cook up this standard tongue.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll grill it up. Maybe we'll throw some cumin on there.
Tongue, beef.
Tongue, beef, lengua.
Look, you can even see it's like taste buds in there.
Yeah, you got the taste buds there from the onion patch. Anyway, yeah, this is going to be something. We're going to thaw this bad boy out. We're going to try some of this standard beef tongue, standard beef. We're going to be eating some of this standard while we're here. Yeah. Jeff said he needs to get rid of it. He's had it in there too long. It's got to be dealt with. So we're gonna grill some of this standard meat up. He said it's a little gamey. We're gonna see for ourselves.
It definitely has a unique flavor.
We're going to see for ourselves, yeah.
I really think that this is probably just standard.
Oh man, I told you guys it was cold here. Check out this freezing rain coming down here. It was snowing a little earlier. You can hear it hitting the top of this roof here. It's freezing rain out here, everybody. Ooh. Can't stay out here long. went from 100 degrees in Mexico to this. One flight. Oh my gosh, I can't get back inside. All right, here we go, man. We're doing the standard. Mercy's laughing in there. We're gonna cook up some of this Hungarian cabbage stew. I've made this for a long time, but what I haven't ever done is use that standard beef in my stew. And today, we were gonna try some standard ground beef in our stew. So here's all you need, guys. This is it. It's simple. You need some beef of your choice. You need a head of cabbage. You need some onions. You need some tomato juice and some whole peeled tomatoes in a can. I'm going to do two cans today. And onion powder, salt and pepper, and that is it. And it's cold outside, and this stew is going to be warm us all up inside, man. Let's get on with this standard goulash Hungarian stew I'm going to make here. All right, for the amount of stew we're making today, I'm using 3 medium-sized yellow onions. I'm going to do a rough, coarse cut on these for this stew. You don't need a little chopped up diced onion. I'll show you what we mean here. This medium-sized pot, we're not making that big of a pot today. We're going to use this 1.5 pound, I believe, package of this ground beef, and we're going to chop this up in here. First step is brown that meat with these onions. That's what we're going to do first. My first impression of this ground beef here. When I cracked this package open, guys, it definitely had a unique gamey smell to it. This is going to be an interesting stew, to say the least, guys. So here we go. You fire up this ground beef first of all. Get it browning in there. We're going to see how it smells as it starts cooking, but right out of the package, I will say I'm not impressed. I understand what Jeff is saying about this being the standard. All right, we're going to do this onion up here so we can get some onion in there so we can soak up some of that gaminess, hopefully.
Okay. We're here in the kitchen. Papi is cooking the standard meat for the for the cabbage soup.
It's starting to smell a little less gamey as I'm cooking it, but first impression's like a little bit different. It's a little different here. We're going to make it taste good though, guys. Jeff might just be over-exaggerating about this standard meat, but I hope so, because you know what? First impression, when that came out of that package, it was different. I don't know, maybe it was a horse meat.
A buffalo.
Buffalo would be a step up on horse meat. Come on now. People pay good money for buffalo meat. Bison. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're going to get this stewing up here, grind these onions mixed in so they soak up some of that gamey flavor. Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
It's got a different smell, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to chop this cabbage up next. Get this outer layer off. Pedro's been touching it in the supermarket.
Oh, yeah.
Another rough chop on the cabbage. This is the easiest stuff to make, guys. Ground chuck or beef, you don't even have to drain it. When I said to Jeff, I'm not draining the fat off this ground beef, he's like, ooh. He said he thought that was the secret to removing some of the gaminess from it. So that's part of the recipe. You got to leave the fat in it. So I'm going to chop up some of this cabbage here. Get that going on top of here once this is all done. I wish I had a bigger knife. Dice it up. This will render down after it starts cooking and this boiling in this soup, all this cabbage. It can be big pieces. Same with the onions. It's more of a stew than it is a soup. What a great winter, cold weather recipe here. You got to have this Hungarian cabbage stew.
Oh, it's very good,
We've
friend.
been eating this for years.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never had it with some of the standard meat though. So that's the only difference today. We've been joking about this standard meat all since last night when Jeff broke it out on us. Said, I got to do something with it. We're going to start with this. We're going to go ahead and end up cooking that beef tongue.
Oh.
We're gonna make some of those lingua tacos.
Tacos de lengua.
The lingua. We're gonna
Tacos.
do some tongue tacos, I tell you. We're gonna grill it up. We're gonna put so many spices on that thing. You won't know it's a tongue.
Well, actually,
Smells like this, you're gonna know it.
no, but actually, those tacos de lengua, they're very good.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to, probably, you can season it very good or
Sure.
marinate it
Season it.
a few hours
It's all
before.
diced up in a taco, right?
Yes,
Yeah, it's
yes.
all diced
It's
up.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's doing pretty good right now. So let's go ahead and I think it's about ready. I'm gonna give it a little, let it cook a little longer. That's the only other real ingredient. Salt and pepper, onion powder is all you need. You need a lot of onion powder. Even though I put a lot of onions in here, you still need tons of onion powder. I don't know why. It's
Makes it
necessary.
good.
It's necessary for the flavor of the stew. So, and I'm talking for a pot this size, I'm probably going to use at least 2 tablespoons of onion powder. So now we're ready. First thing we're going to add are these whole tomatoes that you get in the can here. All the juice too. You never turn the heat down. Just keep on cooking. All that sauce. Then we're going to take a potato smasher. Oh, just gotta have the potato smasher here. I just know what's happening. All right, I'll use this spoon and smash them in here. All right. So now we just mash these down. If you don't have a tomato smasher, that's okay. You can just use a spoon with a slot in it. Just smash them, crush them in there. They kind of fall apart a little bit anyway. They're still in whole form. You just smash the juice out of them. Just smash the juice right out of them. Just like that. Ooh, it's looking like stew. I'm gonna salt this up good.
Not too much, puppy.
It's a pretty good sized pot, so you do have to. I'll probably add more later. I'm gonna use like a teaspoon here. Whoops,
Oh.
lost a little bit off the side there.
Okay.
There we go. There's it. That's what we need. A lot of it. That's about a tablespoon we got out of here this time. That's a good start. We'll add more later if we need to. Then we're gonna dump this. Next stage is the cabbage. We're gonna mix this salt up. I'm gonna get some black pepper in there. Let's do some black cracked pepper. Onion powder does it. There we go. We'll just break this up in here a little bit.
Yeah,
Most of it. No, we got plenty. We're gonna put some juice.
tomato
We
juice.
need the tomato juice. And the tomato juice should almost cover the cabbage. Almost cover. Oh shit! Splashed it. As I add that simmering stops as you see the edge of the juice coming up. And that's about where you want it. You know what? I might be able to use all this.
Yeah, just all of them.
Yeah, I think I can use all of it. I don't want to boil over the pot though.
It's not that much. Left.
Should have shook it up too. A
Yeah,
little thicker at the bottom. Yeah, there we go. Whole can.
perfect. All right.
Let you see the finished product here in a little bit. We'll do a little taste test on this
Standard meat.
standard meat soup we made, Stu. Jeff's over there laughing at me.
Anything but standard.
All right, guys, this is looking good. We're gonna bring it back to a little simmer. It's looking good, man. I got to tell you, and it's smelling good. But you know what? We have a backup plan here. We got as a backup plan. It's called DiGiorno. We got a backup plan in case this don't turn out. All right, guys, here we are. Finished product right here. This is what it looks like when it's cooked down. I tell you what, I tried it. It is not bad at all. That grain, that's a grass-fed beef. That's the deal. That's why it's so different. It's not like your normal grain-fed that you get in the grocery store. You don't get this grass-fed. It's got that different taste to it, different smell, aroma. But it's not bad. Here, I'm gonna get a reaction here.
It's pretty strong.
It's pretty strong. I was just saying how good it was. She's going for the pizza.
It's good, but it's too strong.
It's too strong with that standard meat.
Strong. It's meat strong.
It's got a strong meat flavor. Oh my gosh, she's standard. She's not a fan of the standard grass-fed beef. So I got a giant pot of this stuff. I'm gonna have to call the neighbors. Jeff's already got the oven warmed up for DiGiorno's. He's already fired up the oven. Anyway, I'm gonna have to find somebody I might have to give this to, I guess. Does it taste like a standard cow? You like the Ritz crackers better, I guess.
Well, I'm trying to get rid of that strong.
She's trying to kill the flavor. Oh my gosh. Oh well. We gave it a good try, right? You guys check us out on our next video. We'll probably just cook that standard beef tongue and make some tacos out of that. We'll see how that one goes. We'll see you on the next one.